I was just sitting here thinking, there really are two Americas. Really is. I was just sitting here thinking about that. And what I was really thinking about was, I was thinking about January 6th, what happened in DC at the Capitol, and how a lot of those people got passes. And they got passes from the exact same people who was talking about Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick did not get a pass. Colin Kaepernick was protesting peacefully and he lost his job. He lost his career. Now, the people that went into the Capitol building, the same group of people who was upset at Colin Kaepernick, are the same group of people who ignore what happened at the Capitol building, which was 10 times as worse. When they were saying that Colin had disrespected the flag by taking a knee during the national anthem, how much disrespect was it when those people went into the Capitol building on January 6th and beat police officers with that same flag? With that same flag. But did you hear Ted Cruz? Did you hear Mitch McConnell? Did you hear anybody on the right really being upset? Yeah, they did say they thought it was wrong what they did, blah blah this, blah blah that. But some of those same people actually tried to accuse Black Lives Matter. They tried to blame Antifa for that whole thing. These are sitting congressmen and women who actually tried to make excuses for the people who went into the Capitol building to try to change a vote, try to destroy democracy. Now, you tell me, what is more of a threat to this country? Colin kneeling in protest peacefully? Or that group of people who went into the Capitol building on January 6th? Who should you be more disgusted by? Colin or the Capitol rioters? Just wondering. But like I said, it goes back to show you there are two Americas. Two. Now, the people who went into that building, they were predominantly white people, upper middle class people who went into that building. But people don't look at that as being a major threat. They look at it as being some people upset about an election. They don't look they don't look at it from a point of view where these people could have been trying to overthrow the American government system. They don't look at it like that. They just blow it off. But when it comes to Colin, he was a major threat. He was a threat to the American democracy. He was disrespecting the American flag. And the only thing he did was kneel peacefully. That's all he did. He didn't hurt no one. He didn't threaten no one. He just kneeled. Isn't it amazing how this world works, how this country works? We get more upset at a man for kneeling than we do at a group of people who went into the Capitol building and tried to overthrow a vote. Democracy. That's what they did. They tried to overthrow democracy. The American people voted for Joe Biden, and that group of people wasn't happy. So what they did was went into the Capitol to try to overthrow a vote. Isn't that something that happened in Venezuela? Now, that's another thing also. The right is always talking about socialism. They're always bringing up Cuba. They're always bringing up Venezuela. But they didn't bring it up when those people went into the Capitol building, because that's what they do in Cuba. That's what they do in Venezuela. They try to dictate what someone should be doing. Isn't that communist socialism? Isn't that what communist socialism all about? Overthrowing democracy? But how many times have you heard Venezuela or Cuba comes up when they talk about the riot of January 6th? Now they'll bring up socialism in Venezuela and Cuba when it comes to talking about the Democrats and what they want to do for the American people. But they don't bring it up when they talk about a group of people who tried to overthrow democracy. Because that's what the Communist Party do in Venezuela and in Cuba. They overthrow democracy. But like I say, there's two Americas. And we need to understand that. Just realize that there's two Americas. Now, don't get me wrong. I always have known this. So I don't want no one telling me that, oh, you're just not waking up to that. No, I've been knew this. But I just want to stress it even more today to show people how the divide is real, how we have different standards for different groups of people. Bottom line.